Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. Now, Discover Crypto, Ben Armstrong, Bitboy Crypto. What is going on with all of this? Forget FTX selling 3.8 billion on the market. We're going to break down exactly what the latest is with this, because this is going to get interesting. I think it's going to get nasty, and there's certainly going to be some casualties on the back of it. All of that in this video. Be sure to subscribe to keep up to date with everything going on in the cryptocurrency market. And that being said, let's see what's going on here. So Ben Armstrong, aka what was known as Bitboy Crypto, is suing his former colleagues at Hit Network. You might be wondering, well, why is this significant? Well, Bitboy Crypto, or Ben Armstrong, basically owns all the companies, and that's why this one is very, very interesting. Now, we know they already took his crypto, they took his Lambo, as well as many other things, but this can set a precedent for what's going on in the cryptocurrency space and equally in that influencer space. Absolutely crazy to think about. So it says here, the founder of Bitboy Crypto filed a lawsuit in Georgia, USA, naming Hit Network CEO Timothy T.J. Shed Jr., his father Timothy Shed Sr., and TJ Holdings as defendants, according to Decrypt, citing the suit filed August 30th, retracted and refiled on September 12th. Now, why is this important? Because ultimately he is going after them. Everyone thought Bitboy was out, he was down, he was done and dusted, and I think this is where we see people at Hit Network preying on a weak individual, maybe at a time when he wasn't quite all there, but now he's come back fighting, he's there, he wants to do the right thing by the company, and it's really interesting to kind of get a view of exactly what he's all about. I think there's a much more genuine Ben Armstrong as opposed to what we had before, which was the bravado. He was also in a Twitter space that he did, just talking about him being honest. Now, he's not a slouch when it comes to building companies. We know that he's already built a number of massive companies in the cryptocurrency space. He is the founder of Bitboy Crypto, High Throughput Productions, and Hit Network, the company in which he is obviously being ostracized and thrown out. And again, when you take a look in some of these, you can also see where some of the directors say it, the CEO as an example, but fundamentally Bitboy Crypto, he is a 67% shareholder in Hit Network. So again, he is being moved out of his company, and some might call it a hostile takeover, and they would be right. It says, according to the suit, Armstrong fully owns the corporate entity called Better Than TJ LLC, which controls the majority of 67% of the shares. Meanwhile, TSJ owns 33%. So it is going to be, unless they're citing, and I think this is where the whole drug abuse and everything else comes out, because they need to basically, you know, project this image that he is not fit for purpose. Says the filing alleges that the father-son duo locked Armstrong out of email and social media accounts and then began conspiring to steal the company from its founder a few months ago. Now, what's really interesting when you take a look at this, we can look at Discover Crypto. This is the new channel. This is the new brand and YouTube channel. And what's really interesting, when you start looking at some of these stats, huge amounts of people are unsubscribing. Views are on the way down. So it's going to be very interesting to watch how this does. Just an example there, just a few days ago, over 10,000 people unsubscribed from the channel. Now, you'd argue there is some views here, which it always would have, but it certainly is on a downward trend. Ben Armstrong, Bitboy Crypto, was the heart and soul of this channel. Now, it does kind of go on a little bit further. We were talking about this just briefly. It says, Armstrong announced in dispatches stating that TJ Shed and Justin Williams had attempted a coup at the company. Per the announcement from Bitboy Crypto shared at the time, BJ Investment Holdings, the parent company of Hit Network, took decisive legal action in removing Ben Armstrong for the company. Now, what's really interesting, and I think this video has actually been taken down, but this is a video here which ultimately is talking about the fact that he is he's been removed from the company. What's really crazy though, what is really crazy with this, and shout out to Bleaves talked about this on Twitter, this are all the people behind from Hit Network. These are all the people standing behind TJ here, just saying that they are standing united. I mean, this guy's even waving. It's absolutely insane. You can see Frankie Candles there at the back of it. So it's all very deliberate, all very well thought out, and all very purposeful. And I think that's where Bitboy Crypto is coming from, that it's absolutely predetermined, and they want the coin and they want the company. It says Decrypt cited a copy of the August 25th termination letter claiming that Armstrong physically assaulted and verbally abused colleagues, including TJ Shed, and that he was under the influence of illegal substances and steroids, which he has come out and kind of announced. Per the report, the suit does not address the allegations, while Armstrong denied physical violence and hard drug use in recorded phone call. And that was absolutely where we got to on that Twitter space. So again, very interesting. Now, he does go on and talk about this. Imagine losing $1 million per month sponsorship and then saying, I hurt the company that I own. The company literally cannot survive without the stake sponsorship, which will be coming back when I return. The employees need to understand they have been lied to for weeks. And I guess it gives you the context of the money that sits in there. $1 million per month sponsorship on stake. So kind of crazy to think about what that sits there. And then you start to really understand why this all took place. Well, $1 million split between 3 is a lot less than it is split between 2. Now, obviously, there'll be a court case. This will kind of continue to work through. But right now, Bitboy is fired up. He is coming back for his company. We already know that he's relaunched his channel, and it absolutely continues. And I think what's really interesting when you take a look at some of the stuff coming out is there is a massive outpouring of support for Ben Armstrong. There is a huge support. And look, anyone going through tough times in their life absolutely deserves the support of everyone around them. And I think this one's going to be very interesting. I think it's going to really shape up what the influencer space looks like for cryptocurrency, and it's definitely going to be one you're going to want to keep your eye on. Is Bencoin going to survive this? And look, Bencoin absolutely could get a rally on the back of it. We've seen a slight bit of positive movement in the market, but as it stands right now, Ben Armstrong, he is building back. His YouTube is back. He's live streaming again, and he is bringing the heat when it comes to Hit Network, that company that he does own. But let me know what you think of it all down in the comments below. I think it's a very interesting case, both from a legal standpoint, a business standpoint, and a cryptocurrency standpoint. And you know what they say, whenever the markets are pretty quiet, well, sometimes people need to find something to do. And it feels like Hit Network, it feels like those guys over there, well, they might have bit on off more than they can chew when it comes to Ben Armstrong. Will Bitboy ever come back? Well, that might just be a case for him to answer, but certainly Ben Armstrong is on a march. As ever, let me know what you think in the comments down below. Thank you so much for watching this video. Don't forget to subscribe. I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.